That was fun, wasn't it? Um, for the people that are over to part two, kudos, right? But I am I'm learning ASL because of her. That might sound crazy to you. I keep on doing the crazy, whatever. That's just me. But anyway, the reason why I'm learning is I feel I'm not going to be fluent when I meet her. I'm hopefully going to meet her the beginning of next year, like, or something like that. The um, farther away from the date you buy the ticket, the cheapest. I went to Price Lane, the whole thing. Um, but anyway, I might like buy the ticket in the beginning of next year, but then not go until told me because we're not like gonna be thrown out or anything, but we're having some kind of financial problems because an emergency bill came up, and that just made our budget even smaller. Uh, so yeah. Oh, Harry, we're crossing our fingers, which I can't really. That's something with ASLR. You have to cross your fingers like this. Like I can cross these fingers without touching them or anything. It's like no problem. But this one, like look, like I struggle. And this is I'm left-handed, so this is my dominant hand. But I guess yeah. But it takes a while for me to do it. Whatever. But we're crossing our fingers. Good news. One of his people he works with got fired, so we're hoping he gets this guy's job because it's I'm not going to tell you the details, but it's more money for less hours, and he says he feels he can do it, and he's 50 years old now, like he just had a birthday, and this guy was in his 20s, so of course he can do this guy's job. Well, that's a bad way to put it, because some old guys can't do a young guy's job because of their health, but as far as mentally concerned, yeah, they can, of course, um, but I'm just saying that he wants it, and I told him if you feel this would be too much stress on you and it would affect your health, don't do it because money's not worth it. No, money's not worth your sacrificing your health because he has so many health problems to begin with, and he said no, it would just be just as much stress. So uh, I'm like, well, you can. I feel I'm a support network, so I have to be supportive. So I don't feel, oh, I have to be supportive, but yeah, I don't want to say anything negative about it. Uh, so yeah, if that means less hours, that would be better than working 12 hours. I know that's what sucks the life out of them. If you know, because usually people work 8 hours, and it's like that's 4 hours extra. It's really uh, that's a lot. That's a lot more money, but that's also a lot more time a day. So he would have a lot more time for his life. And I actually do things that he's wanted to do. He's always told me the thing that sucks is when you have all the time in the world, you're broke and you can't do anything. And then when you're working, you all your time is sucked up, but then you have all this money you can do stuff with. So yeah, he's always told me that. So anyway, back to sign language. You can't. I just want to tell you guys, I'm very stubborn. If you haven't figured it out yet, uh, the sign languaging you can't talk me out of it. I'm so far in. I'm not gonna be able to, go back and then say I'm not gonna learn it anymore. And besides, I think Jennifer would really be offended if I did that. And it's about me. It's not about her. But it's just when I go, I feel if I'm fairly fluent in sign language when I go meet her, um, it'll be easier to like. I want to get past the figuring out what the heck people are talking about. I want to get past that and like, oh, I'm actually like taking in what they're saying, like the tone of if they're angry or if they're upset. And I feel if I can easily understand what she's talking about, I can actually figure out what she's saying. Well, and I can tell if I can actually look at her face while she's doing sign language, and it's actually an emotional, the tone of what she's saying. So That's how I see it as. And uh, this is gonna sound stupid because I met her online and I like talk to her online. We talk at least 2 hours a day. On Harry's days off, I sometimes skip because we have things to do, but uh, I talk to her 2 hours a day. And if I was dating her in real life, I don't think I would talk to her that often. Um, because online, that's really all you can do is, you know, talk. But and then Friday and Saturday we have about 5 or 6 hours together. So that's a lot of talking in 4 months. So I talk. I mean, you can tell like she likes to hear. She likes to listen. So I just sit here and I talk like just random stories about my life pops into my head. Like, oh, when I was 10, I went to the fair, and then I talk about the fair for 20 minutes, that kind of thing. So, uh, but yeah, and then we also just spend time together, which I'm not going to tell you about because it's none of your damn business. But we do spend time together, and it feels like she has a place in my life that it's like she already has a place in my life. It's not like a new, it's new because it's like still 4 months, it's pretty new, but it feels like uh, she's, uh, she's always been there. And I told her about that the other day. I said, it feels like you've always been there. It's just, I just recently started talking to you. It's like you activated for some, activated, and then now like your tab got pulled or something, and now I actually have a relationship with this person that has always been there for me and stuff. Uh, and she calls me her angel, which is nice, but I'm like, okay, really? Uh, but yeah, that's a really nice thing to say, of course. But yeah, Harry is getting there with it. He likes her and it's nice. It's just, she lives in New York, so he doesn't want me to live. He thinks I'm gonna move to New York one day, and no, I can't. I couldn't do that. I'm hoping she can move here. But from what I've heard, New Yorkers, that is them. That it's like their lifestyle, so it's hard. She loves nature though, and anybody that's been in Oregon, it's very beautiful. I want to do outdoor stuff with her when she comes, because if everything goes good when I meet her, like when I go to visit her, she's gonna visit me. She has to wait until like she has to schedule the paid vacation and then save up for the ticket and everything, so it's more expensive and it's more of a financial mess than me going to go visit her. So anyway, the point of the whole thing is I want to go. She's never been on a boat before. I want to rent a boat and spend like the afternoon on a boat. I think that she'd have a blast on that. My grandparents used to own a boat, just a small boat, not tiny, tiny like a fishing boat, but a little bit bigger than that, like a motorboat. Uh, I think that would be fun and have a picnic on there. And then she said it would be so much fun to camp. And anybody that has ever been in Oregon or knows anything about it, we camp. I mean, I don't camp, but I used to camp when I was a kid, but that's this is one of the best places to camp in the spring and the summer because uh, it's just it's the trees and the landscape is so beautiful, and then you can go to the lake and swim, and then you can go on a boat and then go and fish, and uh, she can't wait for that crap. So that's really fun to think about with her, and uh, I know I'm almost up on this part. I think I'm going to stop because uh, this is just I'm not going to do like an hour of these or something because this is YouTube. You can't do that. Um, and I didn't realize how much I wanted to talk. Like I thought, oh yeah, well I don't really want to, but I do. Uh, so yeah, everything's going good. My grandparents are having health problems, and that's why I'm going. That's why I went. My granddad, he uh, is using a stomach tube, and it's really uh, like you just want to help him, but you can't. So that's kind of hard. But he still has his sense of humor. He still has his good spirit. He can eat some solid food, but it depends. Some days are good, some days are bad, type of thing. So that's good. I went there for 2 weeks, and my aunt told me that I lifted their spirits. So I hope I did, and everything. So bye.